got a new camera. Everybody's like, time to pick up the camera. You didn't get invited to the combine? Time to pick up the camera like your brother.
Hey, that's a shot, boy. That's a sneak diss.
Social media is a very weird thing, and people follow trends. And guess what's trendy? To hate on the Sanders family.
I didn't get invited to the combine, but they brought the combine to me. This is our big sports. This is the same exact timers they use in the NFL combine.
Notorious! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great Monday. Hope all of you having a great start to your week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, we got to talk about the Shilo Sanders situation. By the way, we're not doing no intro, none of that. I don't got time to waste. You don't got time to waste either. We're jumping straight into this. You should know who he is. He doesn't really need an introduction. He's the son of the legend, Deion Sanders, and most recently, he played at Colorado. Let me make this clear before we go any farther, because I just realized some people may be confused. I am not talking about the quarterback. That is Shilo Sanders. This is the safety, Shilo. Big difference, especially when it comes to their draft status. Shilo Sanders, he's going to be a top 10 pick more likely. Shilo, well, yeah, we don't really know. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, a little foreshadowing. For those of you that don't know anything about...
Yeah, we don't really know where Shilo, if he's going to get opportunity to get drafted, is he going to have to, not be a walk-on, but, be a camp guy, practice squad guy. We don't know. We're not sure. Mixed reports on Shilo. He's not a guaranteed draft pick. Shiloh's situation is interesting. One I saw coming, if they going to, and to a certain extent, I feel like he's getting snubbed, but, it depends. Do you feel like Shilo is a top safety in this class? You think he's a draftable safety in this class? He brings the pop, but there's been some games where he don't whiffed. You know what I'm saying? I think, what was it, Washington? One of them games, that running back had that boy looking crazy. So it's gonna be interesting. That's why I wanted to cover this one from Matt. Let's see what he got.
Shilo, let me give you a very brief run through. He's not the black sheep of the family by any stretch of the imagination, but he's not the guy people talk about the most. Like we just talked about, that is Shilo. He is what I would label as of the family at least, the unsung hero. He doesn't get a lot of praise. He's never going to be the headlines. Most people aren't going to talk about him, but he's a very solid football player. I've said this before on the channel. I'm going to continue to say it. Is he great? Absolutely not. I love Shilo. He knows that. It's much respect to him and the entire Sanders family, but I got to call things for how I see it. And truth be told, he knows he's not great, and so does Coach Prime, and so does everybody. However, with that being said, he is a solid player, and I think when he is healthy, keyword healthy, he is a guy you can rely on. And what I love about his game the most is he is a playmaker. He is always around the football. Is he going to miss some tackles? Sure, but guess what? He's also going to force some fumbles. Long story short, I thought it was good for Colorado. This year, he struggled at the end of the season, but you do have to remember he was playing with an injury. I'll talk more about his abilities on the field in just a second. Let's get to the nit and gritty, the meat and potatoes, and the main reason I'm even making this video.
So I'll say this. I think I personally like Shilo. Now, do I like Shilo as a DB? Yeah. Can he cover? I'm not sure. But I think because to me, Shilo is in that Jamal Adams trained old school safeties that love to hit, run and hit. More so line. I think Shilo. I keep saying Shilo. I think Shilo is more linebacker than DB personally, but he doesn't have really linebacker measurables. I think he's 6 foot with his cleats on, maybe. Probably like 200, maybe 200 pounds. Could he play linebacker in the NFL today? Yeah, linebackers are a lot smaller. Would he have to pack on a little bit of weight? Probably get to like 215, 225 to play linebacker? Yeah, but I think ultimately that's where he's going to end up moving to, is probably linebacker, depending on where his measurables are. If he's right at 6 foot, you can get to 215. I can see Shilo being one of those weak side linebackers. I really could. I think he's questionable in coverage, but as far as running and hitting, filling gaps, taking on running backs, yeah, sign me up. So, I mean, that's just me.
The past couple of days, I've been seeing everybody talk about it, but I'm just slowly keeping my receipts. Like Coach Prime says, Shilo Sanders was not invited to the combine. You got some people shocked about this, saying, oh my goodness, how could he not be invited to the combine? This is the son of Deion Sanders, yada, yada, yada. You know, everybody's making a big deal about it. I think he even made a video about it, kind of mocking it, saying, hey, I wasn't invited to the combine, so I'm just going to bring the combine to me. Let me check on his YouTube channel, because I saw a clip somewhere. Okay, yeah, he posted a video. If you want to check on his YouTube channel, it's Shilo Sanders. I'll leave a link down below in the description. Let's check this out real quick. I just saw the first 10 to 15 seconds where he said, I'm bringing the combine to me.
And I will be linking this video back to Matt Be Great. So I like to give a credit to those content creators that provide us with content to watch, react to, and analyze. So we're going to link this back to Matt's channel so you can watch this without my uninterrupted commentary. Let's keep it going.
I ain't getting invited to the combine, but they brought the combine to me. This is our big sports. This is the same exact timers they use in the NFL combine. You timed yourself up there, right?
We've been timing the 40-yard dash at the NFL Scouting Combine. This will be our 14th year timing it there. So anytime you see the data coming up on the NFL Network, we're supplying.
Hold on. I know this is random, but tell me this don't look like some dude that's about to do my taxes. I just had to throw it in there. All right, let's keep watching.
That data.
He definitely looked like the technology guy that work at my school. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. He definitely looked like my computer guy. He definitely looked like that guy.
To the NFL Network, but also we have the exact same timing system that we've have athletes trained to, so they know what the test is, and they know they can be confident when they get to the NFL Combine or their pro day exactly how they're going to stack up and what they should be training for.
You didn't invite me to the combine, so he just brought the combine to me, basically.
That's right. You'll be getting the exact same timing for the 40 at least as if you were at the Indianapolis Scouting Combine.
Appreciate you, man.
Excellent. Thanks for having us out. Appreciate it.
I ain't seen this. This is pretty interesting. What do y'all think he about to run? I don't even know if he's gonna run this video. I'm guessing 4.6.
Okay. I'm gonna give Shilo 4. He's gonna be between a 4.65 and a 4.74. Book it.
Okay, so look, if it's bad, let's just act like it didn't happen. If it's good, then tell all the scouts.
Alright, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Shilo a comedian more than a football player. I mean, the dry humor he has is pretty hilarious, you gotta admit. He talking about, alright. And that's something I would say. Look, if it's terrible, we're not even gonna post this on the internet. But if it's good, oh yeah, we gotta count it.
So that means automatically off the rip that it was a good 40, at least for him. So, because he posted it. Because he could have kept it to himself, but he posted it. So, you know, I do think Shilo has a career in content creation. Whenever he's done with football or football's done with him, I think he has a career as a media personality. I think all the Sanders have a career as a media personality because that's just in their bloodline, man. I don't know what to tell you.
We're going to show you.
Late eyes now.
I'm about to fill up my tank.
That's the result of this over here.
Like, what are we talking about, bro?
All right, so mine is 0.1 seconds slower than the
1 second slower, yep.
All right.
0.1
That was on your
seconds.
second one. Man, I'm
Second
done
run
with you,
ever,
bro.
man. Second one ever.
See what I got to deal with, bro? Like, I need you to, like, lock in and get confident and then don't worry about nothing but your technique and just be aggressive. Game over.
I appreciate
Man,
it.
we got it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So we didn't even get an official time. What is this, Shilo? We got to get a time, man. He was just teasing us. The video is really besides the point. I was just curious as to what that actually was all about. Moral of the story is no combine invite. Everybody.
Wait, so we're not going to get the 40? Oh. So it wasn't good. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, dang, bro, you just... Bro, we don't even get the time?
And their mama, they're talking about it on social media. It got to the point where people were clowning on Shilo so much, he even responded to it. Take a look.
Got a new camera. Everybody's like, time to pick up the camera. You didn't get invited to the combine? Time to pick up the camera like your brother. Bro, if y'all know how much Bucky makes, y'all wouldn't be saying that. Because that's actually a solid career.
At least you made at least you come to grips that you may have a solid career as a content creator and everything else. Because football don't last forever, man. Even if you make it to the league, kids break their backs and their life and everything to make it to the league just to be there for 3 years. They get spit back out and they be right back in their hometown. So plan for a life after football, man. I get so many DMs and from kids saying all I want to do is play football. I don't want to do nothing else. And I'm like, some dude, you setting yourself up for failure. You need to think about life after football, whether that's today, tomorrow, or when you're 35. On average, most people are done with football by the time they're 35. I mean, most people actually done with football by the time they're 25 if you don't get that second contract. But, man, you need a life outside of football, man. We can't play it forever.
Got a new camera. Everybody's like, time to pick up the camera. You didn't get invited to the combine? Time to pick up the camera like your brother. Bro, if y'all know how much Bucky makes, y'all wouldn't be saying that.
So there you have it. And let's get one thing straight. Just because you don't get invited to the combine, it doesn't mean, number one, you're not going to get drafted. Number two, you can't have a successful NFL career and make millions and millions of dollars. Here's what it does mean in real.
Well, I mean, technically, it is a strong indicator that you may not be drafted if you were not a Sanders. If you weren't a Sanders, it would be a strong indicator that you're not getting drafted because they invite the top 300. On average, about 256 players get drafted. So if you're not in that top 300, you may not get drafted. Now, that doesn't mean you can't go on to a practice squad, go to training camp, earn you a spot. That don't mean none of that. That don't mean that's off the table because Shilo is going to get invited to some camps, some training facilities, and he's going to do what he's going to do. And we'll see what happens from there. But it's not a death sentence. It's just, I think as a Sanders, he's going to always be on somebody's board, even in the late 5th, 6th, 7th round, 4th round. He must say, you know what? I'm going to take Shilo right here. And that's okay. That's cool with me.
Really, this is the only thing it means. You're not going to get drafted in the first couple of rounds, more than likely. But for all the people, and I've seen the comments, not just the past couple months, but the past couple of years stating, oh, well, Shilo Sanders isn't even going to get drafted. He's going to be an undrafted free agent, yada, yada, yada. You are sadly and highly mistaken. I'd put everything on it. Shilo will get drafted. Guarantee it. I think his ceiling is 5th round pick. I wouldn't take him higher than that, but he could go as low as one of the last picks in the draft. You never know. But here's what I do know. More than likely, unless some crazy sequence happens, he's going to get selected. Now, here's where things get interesting, at least to me, because I don't think there's a debate about it. He's going to be on an NFL team. Here's what we should really be talking about. What's going to be his role on the team, or can he even make the final roster, stuff like that. As where it stands right now, do I think he's a starter in this league? No, I do not. Do I think he can eventually get to that point? Yes, absolutely. I believe Shilo can play. What's yet to be determined is how high of a level can he actually play and thrive at. One thing I find so weird, and it's just not how I am, is all these media pages that are just so quickly to turn on him and say, oh, he's overrated, he's this, he's that, and you know what they're saying. I don't gotta get up here and repeat it. For example, I saw a post about a month ago where this guy was cherry picking certain plays to say, oh, well, Shilo Sanders draft stock's tanking, when it's just a complete lie and you're spewing out a false narrative. Because if you want to be real about it, let's be real. His draft stock was never high in the first place. So what do you mean it's tanking?
Thank you, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, we ain't got to kick a man when he's down. He is very popular. All the Sanders, anybody with the name Sanders in Deion's circle is popular. That don't mean he has a high draft stock. It don't mean he has a high draft stock. But people talking about him, he's marketable. He has personality. He gonna sell some jerseys if you get him on his roster. If you get him on your roster.
Secondly, everybody has bad plays, but you're just picking out the bad plays on Shilo Sanders because you know it's gonna go viral. Social media is a very weird thing, and people follow trends. And guess what's trendy? To hate on the Sanders family. Like we say on this channel, though,
So, yeah, man, that's what's trending. Hating on the Sanders. I got to clean this stuff up, but get these clothes up, put them up in my drawer. But, yeah, man, Shilo Sanders' situation is interesting. I think the bigger question is, what position would you play Shilo? What positions can he physically play? What his skill? How does his skill set translate to safety or linebacker or nickelback or whatever, special teams, whatever at the next level, at the highest level? how those skill sets transfer. What position can he play? What position would you play him at? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm concerned about. I think Shilo will most likely get drafted, probably be a late round pick. I don't see him going higher in the 4th round, if that. But he can easily go as low as 7th or even undrafted. It wouldn't faze me. I'm not gonna cry a tear if he goes undrafted, but he'll get on the roster through the undrafted free agent. He'll be one of the top priority undrafted free agents to come out of this 2025 class. He will be. So Shilo will be fine whether he's taken, and it actually contractually it will be better for him because he can go somewhere, pick where he want to go, pick the system he wants to play at, the location he wants to play at, and he'll be due for a contract a lot sooner, depending on how he signs that undrafted free agent thing. So y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I like Shilo. I think him not being invited to the combine is interesting. It's interesting, especially with a player with his kind of notoriety and popularity, and Deion Sanders and Shilo and Shedeur and just the media that's behind him, that he wasn't invited. Is he a top 300 player? I don't know. We're gonna find out. But him not being invited is interesting. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right, but it's interesting. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm out.